Good evening, everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day, enjoying life, living life, loving life. Been a beautiful day here. Long one. Up early. But been a good day, so had its frustrations a little more than usual because we were actually out in public today, taking care of a medical appointment for my companion and doing some running around trying to get documents printed up and sent off. And well, what a travel. Can't believe the first stop of the day, of course, like I said, the hospital for my companion had an appointment. And I shit you not, when I walked into this hospital and the nurse standing there with this mask on starts explaining to me that I have to wear a mask, and I start asking her questions about HIPAA laws and OSHA laws, and I shit you not, she started screaming for security, security, he's asking me questions. Fucking get real. Anyway, survived that by putting a mask on my chin. Evidently that was good enough for him. Until a security guard come up to the upper office where we were at, they hunted me down. And of course, we had our little conversation, and I explained to her as well, you know. And then, of course, at the end of the conversation, she says, well, I'm going to have to ask you to put your mask on. I said, okay. She said, thanks. Suckers. Come on. In the meantime, no one else in the entire building said anything about me not wearing a mask. Are we only going to partially uphold these regulations? Try to enforce them at the door only? It's ridiculous, people. Really ridiculous. And of course, we didn't have any problem on the bus or in the taxi. You know, those guys want to wear their masks and put the shield across for the bus driver, and the bus driver wants to warn you to stay away, stay 6 feet away. He's wearing his mask, but he's going to warn you to stay 6 feet away too. Complete idiocy. And then he asks you if you've got a mask, and you say no, and he says, well, you got to have a mask. Okay, I'll make one if I need to. He's damn straight lucky I didn't just make a damn mask right in front of him. How's that? How's that for a fucking mask? How's that for a face shield? How ambiguous do these fuckers want to get? Does it have to be a mask? Or can it be just a shield? Does it have to be a particular shield? You know, like one you can see through? Or can it be an all black shield where now you can, because of your condition of me having to wear a shield, you now have to show me where to go, lead me by the hand, babysitter. And I know it sounds ridiculous, people, because it is. So anyway, we get past that part of the frustration of the day, and we've got our postings, our legal document all set up and ready to go. Got her signed, got her notarized. While I'm at the notary, I went to a notary that I used to go to back when I was involved in my last court case. And they always did it for free. They charged me $5 this time. So even now I've got to find another new notary. But while I was there, I asked them if they were familiar with the notarial presentment. And of course they weren't. So I asked them if they cared if I did some research and printed up some material and brought it down to them so they could research it further themselves, so that in the course of events, if I needed a notarial presentment, I could come and offer that instance to them first. And they said, sure, no problem. So I've got to do some gathering of my information on notarial presentment so I can go down and try to educate these people, because I can't use a notarial presentment till I can find somebody that's knowledgeable enough in order to use it. Otherwise, they stand around with their thumbs up their ass just doing their job. Sickening. But again, another nice incident. No clashes or clamors there with the face mask or shield or anything like that, and really decent conversations. And then, of course, we're dealing with the post office. And first thing I want to mention is I've told people that the your post office offers banking services. It's one of their regulatory duties. However, upon my filings today, I happened to ask one of them while I was there what it would take to open an account. Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that anymore. Huh? Huh? Excuse me? Tell me that again? I'm putting my ear down to the hole now, because now they've got this boarded up plastic shield. Because it's regulated, that that's one of the services they offer. So it should be at every post office. Because see, every post office is in fact a court. And this is why I try to impress upon people the mere principle alone of creating a document in book form and sending it through the postal service to yourself or to another private party and then back to yourself is a copyright process. Just because they in regulations say they no longer do that or no longer recognize that in their regulations doesn't mean that it doesn't still occur by operation of international law. So again, now I have these postal people that I have to educate. And let me point something out to you people. When your post office calls the local police department on you because they don't realize they hold the higher jurisdiction, it proves their incompetence. I'm mom and dad, and I'm going to call the babysitter on the owner. What? So when you're having problems with these postmasters and they threaten to call the police, what are they going to do that you can't? If you ain't got the power to arrest me, what makes you think that you calling them and having them try to threaten me on public property? Don't try your BS with me. And of course, again, it was still, that's just my adamancy about having to educate these people, because the so little they know, because they're gradually omitting things. This is a service they provide. This isn't a service that they provide here or there, or at this time and this time. This is a service they provide in the now time throughout their entire service. So again, we have to do some further educating. So now on to my filings. In regards to this cross libel that I'm drawing up for my companion, I drew it up. I'm the author. I'm the originator. Okay? I'm also a first-hand witness. I'm also her, like I said, companion. In this companionship, I am her grantor. She is the trustee of everything I grant. Vice versa. Okay? In her situation, where she has signed documents, it is a duty of mine in trust, just in the companionship, just in our agreement to be companion, that I step up and do everything I can to protect her from these fucks. Again, excuse my language. That need to be educated in doing their job. You got all kinds of people. I urge you people, read Hitler's Willing Executioners. They were just doing their job. They knew nothing else. We have to educate them. So anyway, I've got some receipts here. I'm going to turn this camera around and show you real quick. And I've explained the process on these registered mail and return receipts, where you use the registered red label with the green certified return receipt. When you use the registered mail, you're going to get one of these. This is your receipt for that. And it's going to have the registered number at the top. It's going to have how much. Down here is where you're going to put your address from and to. And you see this one was to the district court. You see this one was to U.S. Attorney General William Barr. And you see this one was to the original plaintiff, the wrongdoer. Okay? One thing I want to explain to everybody is this right here. See if I can get it to zoom in. This one here says domestic insurance up to $25,000 is included in the fee. International indemnity is limited. I want to know the difference, folks. I did not catch this down there. This is a $1 registration fee. Domestic insurance up to $25,000 is included in the fee, international indemnity. Now this is out of state, to Norfolk, Virginia, and it says domestic insurance for $1. This one here to Washington, D.C. This is why I tell people to read everything. Catch everything. Again, now this one's $2. It's to the U.S. Attorney General William Barr in Washington, D.C. It's $2 for the same. Domestic insurance up to $25,000 is included in the fee. Okay. What is this one? $1, $2. Both of them $25,000. This one's $2. It's to the Iowa District Court, right here locally. Department of Insurance up to $50,000 is included based upon the declared value. International indemnity is limited. District Court. Domestic insurance up to $50,000 is included based upon the declared value. International indemnity is limited. Domestic insurance up to $25,000 is included in the fee. International indemnity is limited. This one says nothing about declared value. It's for $25,000. Domestic. And they don't know what to charge. $1 or $2. I'm going to question it when I go back, or when I present it in the actual punitive or compensatory damages. But this one here is particularly interesting because it says declared value. International, and it's for $50,000. So I'll tell you what I learned. I don't know the scope of the $1 and $2 difference on the two $25,000 ones yet. Possibly just in air they charged me $1 more than they're supposed to. Not sure. I'll check it out. Like I said, I didn't catch this until I got back. But this one here that says declared value, remember, this is for the red registered mail receipts, the red registered labels. And first I'll tell you, a lot of places, a lot of these post offices aren't giving out the red labels in rolls anymore because it's not particularly necessary. And from what I've learned, it's their duty. Okay? Quit letting them shirk their duty. Make them do the process. As we see, there's indemnity involved. Hold them to that indemnity. If you do something wrong in the red mail labeling, it's on you. Then it's no good. Make them do their job. Simple. Quit arguing about whether they're going to give you. They'll give them to you at the window as you need them. You don't need them prior. You don't need them in bulk. You can have them if you want. If you insist to do it that way, that's fine. Do it. Just saying. But second of all, it's not insured at all unless what you're sending is an actual instrument or substantive form that has value. Not your value, actual value that has been declared. In other words, it has to go through a process and been assessed a value. If it's just your straight up documents like ours were, making a claim of value, it does not have a value. You can't use that as a value of the instrument because it is not an instrument. It is still a document. It has not been made fully into an instrument yet. That doesn't happen until you get the judgment and then can execute the judgment. And then if they don't pay, you can execute an enforcement of possession. But in this part, the registered mail, the red labels, if you're using them, thinking that that's going to insure your package, if you're sending 21 silver dollars all packaged up in a nice neat bundle and putting them under a registered mail receipt, yes, that has a value, and it will be indemnified for a minimum $25,000. Depending on what you want to, if you want to put more on it, you can. But it has to have an actual value already assessed to it if you're going to use it for insurance purposes. If it can't be used for insurance purposes, it is still used in reference to the like purpose of putting the product or item, document, under lock and key. Lock and key is a trust term. Under lock and key. Who holds the key? Who holds the lock? And who's it under? So that means it had to come from somebody else that granted them. And through that grant, they took upon the assignment to keep it under lock and key. So basically what it is admission to a trust position. Period. That's it. If what you're sending is an insurable item, meaning it is an instrument and has actual value already assessed, then it acts as an insurance. And you can place that $25,000 indemnity or that $50,000 international indemnity. And like I said, they read that district court. And this one went under declared value, $50,000 international. Your international sits at every county seat. Every county seat, district court, has the Admiralty flag. This is where they bring all their commercial suits. You want to fall for those little municipalities? Pull their damn charter. Pull their damn charter. Anyway, when I get done here, I'm going to post my PayPal link. I could really use some help. Man, this stuff dug into me today. Every little bit counts. 10, 15, 20 bucks. If you can spread the love, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to also post my other forum links as well. I'm glad you guys paid attention, stopped in and visited. Keep paying attention. I'll keep showing you more. I've been doing this steady for 4 years. Both putting my information down, doing a lot of copy pasting, giving you my own opinion, supporting my opinion, doing my own research, doing my own research, doing my own research, doing my own research. Repeatedly losing information because I've been working on these. Been working on a phone for pretty much 3 years. I just finally got a laptop this summer, so thank God. Now I've got an expansion. I even have a little. I even picked me up one of these, so I got an external storage unit. Now I can Now whenever I get a new device, I don't have to lose it all. So I have to lose the material many times and having to do research on it again. It's just like riding a bike. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And in this case, sometimes the better you get at it, the better you like it. So the more you do it, so the better you get at it. I wish I could show you guys how to love and appreciate that. But I love and appreciate that you guys keep paying attention, keep stopping in, checking me out, keep sharing my videos, keep sharing my forums, keep passing along. I asked today, I really do, hit that PayPal link, help me out, I need it. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And remember, folks, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. So God bless. Love you. Talk to you next time. Have a great night. Bye. Despite everything, folks, feeling really good. Have a good night, folks.